Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel JB's Lecture. I am Jivatacharya and today in this video I shall discuss about the story that I read in my last video, and that is A Gorilla in the Guest Room, written by Gerald Doodle in the year 1962. Now in my previous video I read the story half, but here I shall give you a brief summary of this particular story, which would definitely help you out to understand the story as well as to answer any question belonging to that particular story. Now let me come to the point. Here in this story, actually, what is the subject matter of the story? The subject matter of the story is reservation of animals. Okay, animals which are going to be extinct within the coming years, reserve them. Okay, that is the very subject matter of this particular story, which is really grave, really serious. But here the author presented that subject matter in a very sarcastic way as well as in a very much amusing way that people would love to read the story. Yes, now come to the summary. How many characters are there? The main character of this story is Mr. Dural, the baby gorilla whose name was Npongo, whose name is actually Npongo. Now the baby gorillas met like the woman gorilla, lady gorilla, and her name is Nandi. Now additionally there are the characters like Mr. Dural's mother, wife, and Mr. Dural's colleague and major domo. Okay, now come to the story. So Mr. Dural, no doubt Mr. Dural was a very dedicated animal lover. He was actually a dedicated animal lover, and he wanted to reserve those animals which were going to be extinct within the coming years, and he was very much thoughtful about them. He was concerned about them. So one day what happened, he got a call from an animal dealer and he got an offer to buy a baby gorilla. But he knew that animal dealers didn't know who were actually gorillas and who were actually chimpanzees. They used to mingle the gorillas and the chimpanzees very roughly. That was why right at the very beginning Mr. Dural was a bit confused, but he grabbed the offer afterwards, and the baby gorilla's cost was 1200 pounds. See, 1200 pounds was not a not a small deal. It's really a huge deal. Yet without thinking about how the money would come, Mr. Dural accepted that offer. And when Mr. Dural told about that offer to his wife, his mother, they were like, "What did you do? How would you manage 1200 pounds money?" That was the very primary question from them. But however, he overcame that question, and what did he do? He called one of his colleagues and he told him to send him the very list of the richest people of that island who would probably help him to arrange that 1200 pounds money. Now actually there were a lot of people who really loved animals and who were concerned about the animals. So he started to call. He got the list of those richest people of the island and he started to call, and within the lunch time he arranged 200 pounds money, which was really hopeful. And then what did he do? He called Major Domo, whom he didn't know, but Major Domo offered him 1000 pounds money, and there he won the match and he just bought that baby gorilla. When he took that gorilla, or you can say when he first made that baby gorilla, he recognized that really that animal was the baby gorilla and he was not the baby chimpanzee. That is why Mr. Dural was really amazed, and Mr. Dural thought that he really won the match, and he took that baby gorilla whose name was Npongo. But Npongo's cage was that time not ready. That was why he kept Npongo at his own guest house, and from that only the name of the story came. Now when Npongo was kept in that guest room, Mr. Dural's mother and wife, both of them were very much afraid of the baby gorilla, but baby gorilla was surprisingly very much courteous like his behavior and everything, manners, everything he knew very well, and he won everybody's hearts so early. He actually forced everybody to love him a lot. And meanwhile, his cage was ready. He started to live over there. Then, after a few years, Mr. Durrell thought that now Npongo needed a mate, and that was why he called that animal dealer again, and he offered one woman gorilla to Mr. Doodle. He bought that woman gorilla in installment, and that lady gorilla's name was Nandi. So Nandi was kept inside a cage which was opposite to Npongo's cage. Right at the very beginning, Npongo and Nandi, both of them didn't grow any kind of relationship. They were not that much interested within each other. So the very relationship how Nandi and Npongo became friends afterwards, the relationship was described in a very wonderful way in this particular story. You can go for that, and I will also discuss about the questions, probable questions belonging to this particular story. Now I am just giving you the brief summary. That is why I am not expanding right now. Okay. However, what happened one day, Mr. Doodle thought that he would go to some other place, because there also he arranged something related to reservation of animals, and he had to go. But at that particular time, Npongo became very ill. He started to lose weight a lot and he stopped eating. Mr. Durrell became very much disappointed. He started to offer Npongo exotic fruits as well as watermelon, but exotic fruits also that gorilla like Npongo didn't eat, but he ate only the watermelons. But by the time of Mr. Durrell's going or departure, Npongo became all well, and when he came back from the place, like when Mr. Durrell came back to Npongo again, he saw Npongo all happy, healthy, and cheery. So that is the story. You will get it in to some extent long format. You read, you just continue reading the story. You will definitely enjoy the story a lot. Now, reservation of animals, that is to some extent a very grave matter, and the way the author presented the matter in a sarcastic way, that is really notable. So here I am completing today's video. If you are not able to understand what I have said, then please do comment below, and if you are able to understand, then also do comment below. And if you like my content, if you think that yes, your friends or your family members, your cousins could be helped by my videos, you can share my content among them, and then don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye, take care.